Hi everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Jojo Plants, and today I am just going to share with you how I would write in my daily sheets. So I get the question all the time on my daily sheet videos that go up on Wednesdays of how, like, can I show an after the pen of writing in them after I decorate them. But the problem is I'm actually not using them this year. So the main reason why I've been doing those videos is because you guys have been asking for them and like seeing them. And it's a great way for me to just kind of have a creative outlet and get to play with even more planner stickers because let's be real, you guys, there is no way in the world I'm going to be able to use all the planner stickers that I have. And so really it's just like therapeutic for me to decorate them. But then at the end of every quarter, I've been gifting whatever daily sheets that I have done for that quarter. I've been doing a giveaway and giving all those sheets away to somebody. So actually stay tuned for tomorrow's video because I am doing a giveaway again for quarter 3, so definitely make sure you're staying tuned for tomorrow's video. But I figured before then, I would just go through and show you how I would write in these. Now, these are my printables. They are available on my website. They come in vertical, but you can also get them in horizontal if you like the horizontal vibe, or you could get both. There's also a couple options of if you like the darker lines, great. Or if you don't want darker lines, there's a gray line. There's a version that doesn't have some of the prompts on there for you if you're not interested in those. So I'll have that link down below if you want to check them out. But let's kind of just go over how I used to, because I did use them last year. I used them for my social media. But I have switched to a Planner Envy planner for my social media, and it's just kind of been a little bit easier. And I don't decorate it, which I think was kind of just like a relief to my brain of not having it decorated, because I also had like a big problem of like if I don't like my way like my writing was in it, then it made me not want to use it. So anyway, so I'm going to show you how I would use the daily sheets on like a day-to-day basis, just like for normal things. So I did already go through and I decorated them. Sorry, I didn't kind of show you the process. I kind of just needed a little me time to just like play with some stickers without having to do it on video. And every now and then, it's nice to do that. But I did just use, these are just like scraps that I had of leftover stickers that, I had like 3 or 4 stickers left on a sticker sheet from Planet Darby. So I just kind of find colors that went together well and kind of make a cute spread. I thought this one was really cute. I went with a pastel vibe. And then this one over here was like some cork board and then some like denim. But I think these turned out really freaking cute. So anyway, so I did already decorate them that way, like kind of in the same way that I would decorate them in my daily sheet videos. So that way you can kind of see how I would use them. So the first thing I need to do is we're going to date this. So I'm going to actually date it for today. And then I'm also going to date it for tomorrow, just so that way I can do, I can use it for those 2 days. So I am going to go in with some pastel dated stickers just because I did do pastel colors in here. And I know that these will go just fine. So I am going to do Tuesday. And then I'm going to go to the teeny tiny stickers. Or I guess I could use the bigger stickers. I was thinking of doing the little teeny tiny like these, but I don't have to. And I don't necessarily care to put the year on it either. So I'm just going to go and let's grab the light pink. And today is the 7th. Tuesday the 7th. So I know you can't see that. They're pastel colors, so they're just really light. But anyway, so let's just get the date on that one. And then let's go in. So Papermate Flare. And then this has been my favorite pen. It's a Rytech 7. I'll link them down below. I have several. I got several packs. As soon as I found that I love this pen, I haven't really used any other pens that I used to like. Like, this used to be my go-to pen, and now it's trash. Like, now I use it, and I'm like, ugh, why did I ever like you? So, so I kind of abandoned that one. Okay, so these sections up here are meant for your priorities, like things that you're like, I have to do this today. Like, these aren't necessarily things that I can push back. Like maybe you've already pushed them back and it's like, I have to get those done. So this is like the section for those. And then your extra to do section is a section that you can use of like, if I get those things done and I'm still feeling good and I'm feeling capable of doing more, like here are some other things I can tackle, but it's not something that I have to do. Like this is kind of like, think of this as like for the entire week, your running list of the things that you want to get done. And then each day you kind of move them up to the priority section. So each day, oh my gosh, I just marked on myself. So each day, say this list was filled with all the tasks, and as each day goes, you pull one up here to then do. And then at the end of the day, say you still have like 6 tasks left, you flip over to your other side and you're like, okay, well, I didn't do these 3 tasks. I think I can get them done on this day. And then you can move them to your priorities. And then if you have more to dos that you're like, okay, but I also remembered I need to do this, this, and this, but they're not necessarily something that have to get done that day, then you can move, you just kind of keep moving them. So basically that's why I kind of set this up that way. So think of this as like your priorities of like, this has to get done today. Like there is no excuses. I've already pushed it off. I have to get those things done. This list down here is, I don't necessarily have to get those done. It would be great if I could get them done, but it's not the end of the world. And then as each day goes, you just pull from this list and then you're adding it to the priority. Like finally you're like, okay, now I can prioritize this task, on the next day because you didn't have time to get to it. So that's kind of what I've been using it for. And it does work really well, especially if you're doing this like at the beginning of the week. And maybe by the end of the week, when all of a sudden you're decorating more or whatever, maybe by the end of the week, this list might only have like 2 things on it, or maybe there's nothing on that checklist anymore because you gradually moved everything into the priority section each day as you're doing a daily. Does that make sense? I hope that kind of makes sense. So, but that's how in my brain, that's what works for me as far as setting this up. So I'm going to do my priorities. So usually Tuesdays, my husband is at school, so we've kind of swapped responsibilities a little bit. He used to take the kid to school and pick her up, every day of the week, but now he goes to school and it's up in Denver, so he has to leave before she even goes to school now. So now I'm doing drop off and pick up on like Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and then also Wednesdays is our trash day, so that means all the trash stuff has to get done on Tuesday. So I have to go through and empty all the trash cans in our house, make sure we have all the trash in the trash bins, and then I put them down on the curb. So I'm going to do one of these as our trash day. And really, I feel like every time I decorate these, I like to put the full boxes on there. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm writing within the full box. That's why I like to layer, because I don't have super big handwriting. And maybe it just kind of depends on how I like it, because it just adds more color to the page rather than if I didn't put those and I just put boxes in there. Lame, like I just feel like it adds a little bit more. Also, I hate my handwriting, so this is big for me, you guys. I don't like, my handwriting literally changed. I think that's why. I think it's an ADHD thing, like, because my handwriting will change as I write, and especially when I'm writing quickly. So I'm trying really hard to keep it all the same, but literally I have 5 different handwritings. Like some days it'll look fire, and then other days I'm like, what is that? So this, I'm kind of giving a header for this section. And then sometimes I do more than one tasks. Like I lump my tasks together. So sometimes I do that with boxes, or if I notice like, oh, I didn't give myself enough, I could just add another box. But sometimes if it's a small enough task, then I'm like, I can just, do it. So I'll do like a little bullet, and then I'll put empty. I'm just going to put empty trash, and then move bins. Okay, so like that's a task that has to get done on Tuesday, because if I wait until Wednesday, then I'm having to do it early in the morning, because our trash people come at different times, and lately they've been coming earlier and earlier. So I'm like, if I know the one day I forget, it's going to be the day that all of a sudden they're out before I even have the trash bins out. So I just make sure I do it on Tuesday, and then I get that done. And then when you get them done, you can check them off. If you're a person that likes to check things off, great. If you're like a person that maybe you can take a highlighter and just like cross it off, like I've done it, great. I kind of like the look of not doing that. so I probably wouldn't, but just something. I do need to make a run to the post office, and I have to go to DHL because I have an international package and DHL run, and I have to do that because I was supposed to do it before the weekend and I didn't. And our mail people have become unreliable, so that's kind of a bummer. Okay, and then the last task that I'm like, I have to get done, I've been slacking on it, is laundry. So this one, I'm going to put my header above the box, and then I'm going to give each box the task that is for this. I count it again, I'm lumping them as like, this is one task in my head. Like, obviously, if you're a person that like, I need to separate those out, but I'm like a laundry, I'm doing all the laundry and I'm counting that as one task, and it's not checked off in my books until I've done it all. Trash, like I empty the trash, but if I don't move the bins, like I'm not technically done with that task. So I need to wash all the towels, and then I need to wash Nay's clothes so she can fold them on Wednesday. Okay, so those are like I have to get those done. And then I have a couple extra things, and some of these are just like reminders for myself, like take Nay to school. So I'm going to put those, and that's like a task that I don't necessarily need to move to each day because I am doing that. But some of them might be, if I have time, I need to run to the bank and withdraw some monies because I have my tattoo appointment this week, and I've just been paying cash, so I need to go to the bank. But if I don't have time to do that today, then I'll move that to tomorrow's, which I'll show you how I'll do that on the other side of this page. But I need to reply to some emails that I've been slacking on, and then I have to post. And this one's kind of like a hybrid of like work stuff and just like normal day-to-day stuff, but that's also because I just don't have a ton of normal day-to-day stuff because usually I'm just working. So Nay has spelling every week, so every night we work on her spelling. So it's like homework, and that kind of is like we have to do it, but I'm not going to put in the priorities because these are things like I know I'm going to do, so I'm just kind of like marking off the checklist. Okay, so that's kind of how I would fill that in. So again, I like to lump my tasks together. And sometimes I know you've seen me when I've decorated this, I'll put multiple boxes in there. And again, I like to just like label it like this is trash day, and then like what do you have to do because it's trash day, or like laundry, and then what are the tasks in that. So that's what I kind of do with that. Okay, now let's say on Wednesday, so tomorrow, that I don't get done what I'm supposed to do. So first of all, let me add in some stickers here. I'm just going to go in with date it and just put Wednesday. And obviously you can just write. But since I'm sitting here at my desk and I actually have the stickers real close to me, I'm like, well, why not? Why not just do it this way? Okay, so Wednesday is the 8th. I'm just going to take it from down here. Wednesday the 8th, I'm going to add a little comma, and then for once I'm going to do, because I have it, this book has it, so I'm like, let's just do it. Why not? I know I have the sticker sheets that have 2025 on them. I'm too lazy to go get that. A lot of reasons why I do things is because I'm too lazy. So, or don't do things. Okay. I did not do that super cute. So sorry. But anyway, okay. So now let's say, as I'm throwing washi tape all over my desk. Okay. So now let's say I did not make it to the bank. Well, my appointment's on Thursday. I don't have time to go to the bank before, and I know this because I've tried to do it before and I was almost late for my appointment. So literally never doing that crap again. So over in my priorities, I'm gonna now put my bank withdraw cash for tattoo 2. Okay, so I'm writing that in. Again, I kind of do like the header, and then I kind of explain what I need to do. And then let's see. Nay has therapy on Wednesdays, and usually that's like my run to Sam's Club because it's super close. She only is there for 30 minutes, so I really don't have like a lot of time. So I either can get gas or I can run into the store, which I love Sam's Club because you can scan and go. And it literally, like, I can literally get in there, in and out, in less than 10 minutes and just grab what I need and then peace out. And it's literally the best feeling ever. So I'm going to put that she has therapy. And yes, this would be a task I would put in my planner, but if you're only using like a daily planner, like you're kind of putting your daily plans in here anyway. So she has that 4 to 4:30. And then so my task with that is to run to Sam's Club and I gotta go get some gas. So I'm gonna put that in there. Okay, and then we need to work on homework for Nay. That is a priority. Usually on Wednesdays, we try to get and knock out some of that, but we have to do flashcards. We have to go over old flashcards and learn new. And this week we're working on her 6s. So her multiplication. She's gotten quite a few, and she's really quick at kind of getting those down. But so Wednesday is kind of more of like a Nay day. Like I kind of do a lot more with her because my husband's gone all day long on those days because he's at school. So and then again, ooh, that's what I did not. I didn't put pick up Nay. Because if I don't, I'm still trying to get used to this. Like this is like one of those tasks I'm still trying to get used to. So we have like drop Nay off and then also pick her up. I also need to make a Walmart run, and it's so much easier if I could try to get these things done without her, because then then you hear all the things about she just wants all the things. Like there's nothing in Walmart that she doesn't want. Like what does my kid not want? We go into a store. But then I can start putting like tasks that are a little bit bigger. Like I need to finalize January releases because I'm already there. Finalized, but that might get moved. Like if I don't have time, then that might get moved to the next day. If I didn't fold the towels from yesterday, then I would fold the towels and have that on there. And then sometimes that can be like a task that you add onto that side. And then I'm going to put pick up Nay. It's hard to like think of, like I don't personally have like a ton because a lot of my stuff is work focused. So a lot of things like my normal checklists right now that are constantly on my current daily, like what I'm doing daily for what I am using now is pack orders, reply to emails, update listings sometimes. I'm always filming. So a lot of this stuff is basically, and then usually with filming, I put like what videos I'm filming and that kind of thing. So that is how I used to use these. But again, I kind of use them more on this side where it was more like work related, where I focused on like, okay, today I have to get filming done. Today I have to work on prepping the email for a release. Today I have to get product photos and take pictures and just kind of spend the day with props. And then like some days it's just as simple as like, I need to clean my office because usually after a week of filming and then taking pictures with like props and everything, like stuff is just like all over and it does not look good. But anyway, so hopefully this is helpful to you to kind of just get a visual of how to use these. Again, when I set these up, I intended this priority section to be, these are the things that you have to get done that day. Like if you don't get them done, you're doomed kind of thing. Those are the things that you really want to focus on getting done. And then the extra to-dos are for like, if you have time to get them done, get a few things off that list, but it's not one of those things where it should be like pressure if you don't get them done. Does that make sense? Like if I put a list here and I say I didn't get to replying to emails or I didn't get to my bank run, like it wasn't the end of the world because I knew I still had another day for that. But it'd be great if I could get them done earlier so that way I'm not having to do them the next day. But I know for myself, I used to put so much on my plate, and just I would get really down on myself. Like I basically, and I kind of still do this to a point, but I would kind of base how my day was going. Like if my husband asked me, how's your day at the end of the day, I based it on how productive I was that day. So if I got a lot of things done on my checklist, I was like, today was awesome. I got so much done. I was productive. It was great. And then if I didn't get the things done that I wanted to because I gave myself a huge list, I'm like, well, today was trash. Like I was too tired to do anything. I didn't get done what I needed to, blah, blah. And then I spiral, and then it makes it hard to do anything. So when I set this up, this was like I need to give myself grace and kind of ignore this, focus on these main tasks that I have to get done. And then if I'm still feeling good, but there's no pressure, but if I'm still feeling like up to it and feeling good, I can slowly start moving into like the list that I would have down here. And again, some of these are like I have to do them every day. Like I have to take my kid to school and I have to make sure I pick her up. But there, sometimes are tasks like I could put like fold, we could put fold the laundry. Which Nay's task is to fold her own clothes, thankfully. So it would just be fold towels. But I could put that on there to where, like, cool, if I didn't finish that, then that could be moved tomorrow. So, so anyway, so that is how I would write in these. So hopefully this helps answer the question. And honestly, this is probably the video I'll point anybody else to if they ask what it looks like to like write in these. But this is what I would do if I were still using these. I would still use these. I just really love the Planner NB Planner. But I do like these because it's just fun to decorate these and just have them be different every single day. And I'll keep doing those videos as long as people want them. I mean, if it turns out that nobody wants to see how I decorate these sheets, then so be it, and I won't do it anymore next year. But I do really enjoy it, and then I enjoy being able to gift them out to others to be able to use. So hopefully this helps you if you're trying to figure out some new rhythms to get into for 2026. Again, these are printables available on my website. But there we go, you guys. I so hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!